HG has always been kind of a subliminally healthy brand. We never tried to preach about it or push it in people's faces. It was kind of just a known quantity. In 2022, when I got really into health and wellness, I started picking and choosing items from HG that supported that thought process. So I got a full body MRI in 2022. It was clean. I was kind of trying to biohack my health and reverse my aging and see how that was impacting my body. So I got another scan in 24 when I found out my wife was pregnant, and that scan unfortunately fortunately showed that I had a tumor in my femur. And I went down the journey of getting it biopsied and learning that I had lymphoma. And this was right at a moment where, we just opened a few restaurants. We were trying to stabilize the company. My wife was pregnant with our second child. I had a 1-year-old at home, and I'm thinking that I might not survive this.
One thing that we absolutely focused on from day one was we want to be good for you, and we want to have ingredients that you can trust. And now I think we're probably the best restaurant in the nation when it comes to focus on ingredients. It's who we are. It's who we want to be. It's not about trend for us. Like, this is the way we want to eat, and this is how we want to fuel our lives. And 13 years ago, people kept calling us crazy and, telling us that focus on ingredients wasn't something that the masses wanted. And we never focused on the masses. We focused on people that thought like us, and we'll continue to do so. But the cool thing about it, what we're doing now, is that more people relate to it.
So September of last year, I got a clean scan and I finished 6 rounds of chemo. But during that journey, one of the things that was most important to me was setting up my life in a way that I minimized the chances of recurrence. And so what I did every day was institute this extremely disciplined routine in terms of my diet, my exercise, my sleep. And a big part of that being diet and restaurants, it was really easy to lean into HG. And so when we were revisiting the evolution of HG early last year, this added an entirely new element to it. That transformed the way we looked at the brand, and we started leaning into the health aspect. Rather than it just being subliminally known, we started making it explicitly known. And we believe that level of transparency can create confidence for the guest. And that's what gets me most excited about the next 10 years. How much more we can do and how much better we can get.
If HG was to be remembered by one phrase, game changer would be cool. These guys changed the way people consumed food. And the focus has always been since day one to offer a better option so that we can fuel your next adventure. But now it's more than that. Now it is creating a space where the energy that you receive from the food is just as important as the energy that you're receiving from the friends and family that you're dining with.
Yeah, I think the measurement of profitability and against the mission is something that a lot of founders struggle with. And we've been lucky enough or strategic enough to maintain control of the company. And that allows us to be mission-minded first. So we still need to make money to grow the concept and to pay our people and to continue operations and share the mission more broadly. But we'll do it in a way that never sacrifices our ultimate goal. When I launched Leela's first location, I did a crowdfunding campaign to just test the waters and see what the community thought about it, and ended up raising around $200,000 from 150 people. Now into our 4th HG with Alliance, and we decided to test the waters again, and we raised just under $800,000 from 150 people. Life is too short to do these things with just a few people. Why not involve more people? And why not let the community be a part of it and really double down on that effort? So with Rockwall, we're offering equity as opposed to the debt that we offered in Alliance, which is kind of finite. The equity is more indefinite and will keep going with us as we grow that location. So we're excited to just see how the community participates and benefits from what we're doing and opening up something that is usually only available to a minority of people to the masses.
The thing I'm the most proud of in this moment was the journey of last year when Samir was diagnosed with cancer, and we went from trying to define our macro strategy on our menu so that we could be science-based with the food that we're offering to fuel your next adventure, turned into, we need to look at the ingredients, where they come from, the pesticides, the plastics, all of the elements that are causing cancer to wonderfully healthy young men and women in America. It changed our entire perspective on food. So we went back to the drawing board, every single ingredient, and ensured that it's the cleanest version at the right price at the time. And when we rolled out that menu the first week of January, I don't think I've ever been more proud of anything in my life. Like, that was a business accomplishment, or an accomplishment that I truly believe can change people's lives.